Hi everyone, my name is Tiana Camille Vines, otherwise known as Queen TV, and welcome to my channel. So first off, gotta apologize about my Falcon Winter Soldier video. Yes, I know the video was out of focus quite a few times. That's because my camera hates me. I'm not a cinematographer. I really thought I was in focus until I went into the editing process, and I was like, oh. And because it took forever to film it, I was like, I'm not filming this again. So deal with it. This video is all about the Loki trailers, which I absolutely love. You know, I love Loki. I've always loved Loki more than I loved Falcon, or maybe even a little bit more than Winter Soldier. But I was not really expecting to be as excited about the Loki series as I was about the Falcon and Winter Soldier one until I saw the trailers. Like, the trailers made me more excited for this series than for that one. So, with that being said, let's get into this. First off, let's look at the title card, which is absolutely gorgeous. So because the letters keep changing within Loki's name, as you see, it's like different fonts for each letter and it's a continuous change. It's assumed that these letters are representing the different types of Lokis that we may run into in the show, which is briefly shown when we see a Loki with a Vote Loki for President button in that one clip of the trailer. That is a Loki from the comics that actually did run for president. I personally have not read that comic, but I did know about that. So the question now is that our main reality Loki that ended up with the TVA and is for some reason running for president on whatever world he's on? Or is that a variant of Loki that we will get to meet? So then it's like two, or technically three Lokis now that's out in the MCU. You know, one from 2012, one that died in Endgame, and now this Loki that's running for president. Let's move on to where Loki is taken. The TVA, or Time Variance Authority. This is an organization that monitors every reality that exists in the multiverse and has to keep time flowing, as Mobius once mentioned. Due to what's being said in the trailers, it's obvious that Loki is going to quote-unquote help the TVA stop this unknown figure from continuing to disrupt the time stream. Now, people have speculated that this unknown figure is supposedly Lady Loki, the female version of Loki from the comics. Moving on, because Kang the Conqueror has been casted and confirmed in the MCU, let's get into this character, Judge Ravonna Renslayer. She in the comics is Kang's lover, so already we got like a complicated relationship going on there. Safe to say that because he's coming into the MCU, the TVA will be seen again after Loki. Because like him and the TVA just don't mix at all. If you look at the cast of Loki, there is one more character from the comics worth mentioning, a Sylvie Lushton. Sylvie was a girl who just one day woke up with powers that were given to her by Loki. She later tried becoming a hero, taking on the style of the Enchantress, but was constantly working for the villains by either manipulation or just ignorance. She genuinely wanted to be good, don't get me wrong. And she even tried to join the Young Avengers, but that just fell flat. Anyway, it's hypothesized that Loki not only gave her the powers she has, but also created her. And I mean created her as in like she wasn't born, she was made. So it's possible that Loki, or Lady Loki, created this little girl that you see in the trailers and gave her her powers. Not only that, but if you look at the casting on IMDb, she's listed as the actress who plays her is listed as a young Sylvie, which makes me think that we will see this character again after the Loki series, but older, like a teen or maybe an adult. So this last part I have to point out because one, it seems pretty crucial, and two, I absolutely love it and I think it's hilarious. Is there a reason why Loki is being D.B. Cooper? For those who don't know, D.B. Cooper was someone who hijacked a plane sometime in the 1980s and got about $200,000 worth of ransom. And while the plane was in flight for his escape or whatever, he had jumped out mid-flight with the bag of money and was never seen again. Anyway, Loki jumps out the plane, much like D.B. Cooper, when he is caught by the Bifrost. and disappears. For one, Loki is DB Cooper. Love that. But two, because he's caught by the Bifrost, does that mean that he's going back to Asgard? See, like, because think about it. This is a Loki that disappeared from 2012, meaning he hasn't been through the Dark World, he hasn't been through Ragnarok or Infinity War, but basically, he hasn't died multiple times, and technically that means that the other characters that died along the way or have been through that stuff also haven't been through it. And by other characters, I mainly mean like Heimdall, because Heimdall is in control of the Bifrost. So because Loki is caught by the Bifrost, and even before he jumped out of the plane, he mentioned both Thor and Heimdall. Does that mean Heimdall's still alive? Is Idris Elba back in the MCU? Because I really thought he was done after Endgame, or Infinity War for him. I hope he is, because Heimdall was actually one of my favorite Asgardians as well. So let's bring Idris Elba back. That's all I have to say about Loki. I'll be watching the series with my roommate as it posts new episodes every week. However, I will not be covering every episode just because I don't want to. Like, that's a lot of time and patience that I just don't have. And not only that, but I don't like trying to hypothesize what's going to happen mid-series. I rather wait till the very end after we get all the answers just from the series alone and then figure out what's going to happen to the MCU as a whole because of what happened in Loki. You know, so you probably won't see another theory video from me until this season of Loki is done. Or unless I do like the trailers that have come out in the meantime, like the Eternals, because I'm debating whether or not to do one for that, but we'll see. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm just gonna have to end this video here. If you liked this video, obviously hit the like button. If you want to see more from me, please hit the subscribe button below. If you want to check out some of my stuff, feel free. I've made other theory videos about WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier, and also posted short films and dance videos that I've worked on as a filmmaker throughout my film school years. So feel free to check any of those out. Yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Bye.